Hi, it's me, Alex, and blessed be Brittany. This is a response video to your video, Book of Shadows Dilemma, and I thought I would share how I do things. This is my Book of Shadows that I've created. Book of Shadows, what I consider to be the Book of Shadows proper. I put a sterling silver pentagram on the cover to kind of protect it, and this book is where I keep all of my ceremonies for the espits and the sabbats. I'm not going to show what's inside except for the cover page, and I've covered up my craft name at the bottom, but I did a rubbing of a pentagram interlaced with a moon. And this is the book where I keep, like I said, the ceremonies and rituals that are somewhat standard for me at this time. That doesn't mean I don't ever deviate from the rituals in it. I do often do improvisational kinds of things, or if I come across something that I like, then I integrate that into a ritual as well. It's more or less a tool, a guideline to what kind of ceremonies I practice as a solitary eclectic Wiccan. And then I also keep a separate journal, a magical journal, where I try to keep track of spells and rituals and thoughts. It's more of just a basic workbook where I just write down things that occur to me, or things that I'm thinking about, or results of magic, that kind of thing. But I really just write in that one as it occurs to me, and I get one of these every time one gets full. I just replace it and get a new one. The thing I like about this particular Book of Shadows that I made is that it's a scrapbook. I do a lot of scrapbooking, and so the pages are all covered with plastic, because sometimes in ceremonies, like when you're sprinkling with consecrated water, for example, you don't want that getting all over the pages, and things like that. And also I can take rituals or ceremonies or sections out, because you can just add pages or take them out as it suits your needs. So I like that format as well. Historically, I guess the Book of Shadows originated in Gardnerian Wicca, and I think when Gardner joined the initial coven, he found that the tradition was fragmentary, and so he and some of the other leaders of the coven filled in the blanks, so to speak, and came up with a Book of Shadows that is transmitted in the Gardnerian tradition. And most covens and traditions have a Book of Shadows that contains their particular traditions, rituals, and ceremonies, and magical correspondences, things like that. But for solitary Wiccans, and especially eclectic Wiccans, it's often very difficult to come up with a standard book, because we change a lot from year to year. But I found it was a very good meditation and a very good thing to have, because I just can't come up with a new ritual every time there's a different full moon. It's good to have something to fall back on and something to refer to if you don't have a lot of time before a particular espit or sabbat. Another thing was, I think that in making it and handwriting it, it helped me to get a better idea of the Wheel of the Year and the mythos that is embedded in Wiccan ritual and experience, and how we fit into that, how we connect with those particular cycles. So I found that very, very helpful. But it is ongoing and evolving for all of us. Anyway, I hope that's helpful, and if you have any questions, just let me know. Blessed be.